All right, so this episode we're going to talk about we're going to rank our four season stays. We stayed at so far we stayed at seven different Four Seasons hotels. Um, and I figured it'd be kind of fun to talk about each one and put them in order and do a countdown from so far from the worst to
To the
what we feel
best.
like is the best. And um, I got my order, Riri got her order, and we'll tell, I guess give a little description and just,
Yeah,
candidly just random talk about whatever we want to talk about the hotel and what
we're gonna
led to.
talk about it and describe why we feel like it ranked either the worst or the best. Mind you, you know, like we're saying it's the worst, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still the Four Seasons, so
Yeah.
it's not like we're about to sit here and be calling it like it's the Holiday Inn or something like that. Why why the hell is the internet acting so weird?
Yours acting weird?
That's how I ended up getting hit. Okay. Um. All right. So let's start. You go first, baby. You
Um,
name your words.
well, I mean, kind of just to give a little brief, you know, backstory, just a little bit, we started staying at them back in, we stayed in our first one back in 2001, Christmas, Philadelphia. I wanted to surprise Riri, take her there for, oh, somebody, we just got invaded. They're right there. Wanted to take her there for Christmas as a Christmas present because I wanted to experience their pool. So it was a surprise. She just hopped in the car with me. Long story short, I drove all the way up to Philly. It was about a 2.5 hour ride. Um, and we went there, had a good time, and then from there we kind of just made it our business. They had a book, they had a book in the room. Mm.
They had a
They
book
had a
in the
book in the
room.
room that had all of the Four Seasons
Now, mind
around the
you,
world.
it doesn't tell you all of them either, but it does give you it shows like all their popular ones,
Okay.
all the ones that's like worth going to.
Right.
So,
So,
and we're gonna circle back to that too. So this the
uh,
bitch.
who?
Pull my bow out. Oh shit, I did it wrong.
I'm gonna try to keep them in between us. So they can, so they gotta look.
They definitely faster than me.
I'm trying to keep them in between us.
My
That little magic sword kind of strong.
they faster than me because I can't because of the internet.
Uh.
Oh, am I dead?
So, we created a list. We in the middle of a war right now, trying to kill as much. Is the hunter here?
She ain't even down here no more. I don't know where the hunter is. The hunter
I'm up
is
there. Hold
here.
on. Let me. I'm up there fighting these goddamn bats. All right, let me come back to where y'all at. Shit. Oh, y'all all the way down there. Okay.
Cause she just fucking running.
Yeah, I'll get her ass. What else I got? Okay. You tearing her up.
Am out there?
Yeah.
She hit me with something that took a lot of my health.
I got her.
Got her.
Good job,
Goodness
man.
gracious, and now the hunter finally bring his ass home.
I know.
All
I'm
right,
gonna reap
so
the
we are
reward.
going to speak.
Trying to reap the look. Trying to reap the reward. They got paid off of that shit. Ain't even do no work.
I know.
All
So
right,
we
so
are going to talk.
that's how we eventually got into them, and we've been to 7 of them total so far, with more to come. We got some shit planned. We got more to come, but we gonna rank them in order from the worst to the best in our respective orders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who want to go first? You want to go first, lady first, or
Well,
you
I
want me to
said
go
that you
first?
can go first, but I decided I'm gonna go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me. So let me see.
Cause you say you text the list to me.
I did.
Okay,
Oh
so I
Lord,
can.
I ain't even ready. I was ready, and now I'm not. That invader messed me up, and I'm about to die. I
Why?
died
Oh, them
because I was
bet.
trying to do too many things. All
Alright.
right. So my worst ranked is the New Orleans Four Seasons. We
Okay.
had went out to New Orleans for New Year's, right?
Yeah.
We had went out to New Orleans for New Year's. We stayed at the Four Seasons. It was surprisingly not that expensive. It really wasn't all that expensive at all. You got to fast travel to me. Or
Okay.
go down to that castle.
Let me tell you.
But so we was so honestly, it was between the Waldorf Astoria and the Four
Yeah.
Seasons because the Waldorf Astoria looked really nice and it ended up being directly across from the concert that we went to go
Oh
see for
yeah,
New
yeah,
Year's,
yeah, yeah. That's right. We was going to see the
directly
revivalists.
across the street. But the Waldorf Astoria was completely sold out, so we couldn't get it. So we stayed at the Four Seasons. What I liked about it is that they had this really nice restaurant called Miss River.
Oh, okay.
We remember we went there, and I think what did we get? We got some of those. What are those things called?
Beignets.
Yeah, we got some beignets from there. They were delicious. They were really, really, really. Oh, I gotta write my name down. They were really, 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 really good. The bar was really pretty, and the room reminded me of a neglected version of the room in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like it had
Okay.
like that modern style with the bathrooms and like the layout of Philly is, I feel like how the New Orleans room
Okay.
was. The things that I did not like about it, they put us in a room where it was almost like a jail cell window. The window was probably like this wide. You could barely see anything. You could see out the window, and it was facing towards Bourbon Street,
Hmm.
but you could barely see anything because we
Was it?
barely had a motherfucking window.
Was it?
And
Was it facing towards Bourbon Street? That ain't my recollection,
it was
but
in the direction.
okay.
It was in that direction, but we ain't couldn't see it.
Right.
We couldn't see nothing. And then I remember we woke up in the middle of the night and ordered some room service. That shit was trash. I can't even remember what we got. Some chicken wings.
Probably. I forgot about that.
I remember that. It was horrible. And and it just wasn't, like I'm used to staying at the Four Seasons. They come in and straighten up your room every day, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
the what we received, I feel like it explained why
I should have leveled
the
up.
hotel was one of the cheaper hotels. You know, the
Mhm.
quality of service was not all that great. And I'm a mother. I understand that parents are allowed to go do stuff, and maybe sometimes they want to bring their kids with them. But I ain't like the fact that people had their kids there.
Mm.
I ain't like it. You know, I felt like it kind of took away from the adult vibe that you get from being out of Four Seasons and being able to hang out at the bar and stuff like that, seeing all these kids walking around. Um, they had another bar that was upstairs on the rooftop. Remember that?
Did do I remember that?
They had a pool on the rooftop. We had went to check out the pool that was on the rooftop, and we saw that there was a bar up there too. It wasn't impressive. It
Mm.
wasn't nice. It
I don't
wasn't
know. Yeah, I
nice
don't even
like
remember the bar on the rooftop.
it wasn't nice like the bar in the lobby. It was just it was almost like a restaurant bar. So it wasn't anything impressive. It just was, you know.
Right.
Um, but they had multiple things. But to be fair, they were also under construction. There was like some construction going on. I think they were supposed to be like extending it. They were doing something right next to it where there was construction. There was construction going on around it. I think maybe they were trying to extend it, or maybe they were building like another portion, or
Right.
maybe like a garage. I don't know what they were doing, but there was like some construction stuff going on. So I do try to give it, excuse me, a little bit of leeway, but
Right.
that is why it is on the worst. It's the worst on my list. All that being said, it ain't the Holiday Inn. We ain't go up in there with some dirty sheets or anything like that. You know, like they had like a lot. You know, it was still the Four Seasons experience. It just wasn't as nice as what I expected it to be. But to be fair, they also didn't charge a lot either, in comparison to other Four Seasons. So,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, like you said, when we rank it, I mean, somebody gotta be last. You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
got to be
It is.
last.
They don't mean it's bad, but somebody gotta be last. Um.
Yeah.
So you done with your
Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
Your turn, baby.
Yeah, me. I also rank the New Orleans Four Seasons as number 7. Um. What I liked about it, I like their bar. I saw their bar in the book. Um. That I got from the Philly Four Seasons, the Four Seasons book that has pretty much all of the Four Seasons in the book. Um, and I think I looked it up online before we go to any of the Four Seasons. I go to Instagram and look them up and see what people posted from there and so forth and so on, or just go to their page. All of them got their own page, and I go and check out and see what they posting and what we can expect. And I saw the bar and I thought it was kind of cool. It looked nice. They really promoted
Mm,
it. It was like a little
I got
circular
killed.
bar. You got killed?
Yeah, but there's a cabin.
Yeah.
Go see
I
if you
think go
see the
Haley. What's
name.
going on, Haley? Yeah. Go see if I see what name.
Well, at the cabin, if you turn around and go back
Oh,
towards the
okay.
cabin,
Okay, it's over this way, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
there's supposed to be, there it is right there,
Oh, okay.
the name that you can
Oh.
sign.
Well, should I do it now or wait
So,
for you, right?
oh, you can wait for me, but I don't know if you'll be able to. I don't recall if we saw it last time when I was with you, remember?
Okay.
But you gotta come back and get me. You want me to just ride my horse down here?
Why you wanted me to look at the name then? You just wanted me to see where it was?
I wanted to make sure that you were able to. No, see, that's not, you can't.
Oh, I can't. Not much. I'm chilling. That's what's
Oh,
up.
wait,
That's what's
yes,
up.
you can. Yes, you can.
Oh,
The
I just
name is
gotta
there.
switch it. New
Yeah,
message. Examine.
yeah,
Examine.
yeah. So you can. Let me level up real quick.
Oh, I ain't even been on the Discord. I ain't even checked my Discord since, to be honest.
I'm gonna just try to
So,
ride my horse down there near you.
No, I want to hold off on the logo and the banner right now because I don't want you to be making something that I ain't ready to pay for yet. You said you riding your horse down where? Down to
To the
the
cabin.
cabin.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I like the bar. I like the way the bar looked. Um, yeah, the Miss River restaurant is a restaurant that they promoted. That that they promote on their Instagram page and so forth and so on. And they did have them real good beignets because when we was in New Orleans, is that the only place we got ben? We tried to go to that one famous spot that sold beignets, but the line was too long. It was like a line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We waited for a little bit, but I ain't got patience
yeah,
for no
yeah.
lines.
But their beignets was super duper good because New Orleans they known that's one of the foods they known for. New Orleans is like the food capital of the United States anyway. You wrote your name
I
down
wrote
here
it in
somewhere?
front of the it's in front of the cabin.
Okay. Yeah, but I like that. What I didn't like, I wasn't a big fan of the room. I felt like it wasn't as modern as I like. I agree with you as far as the window. The view was crazy. It was like you barely had a window view. It was like our view wasn't that good. The window wasn't that big.
The window was like this wide. It was like a jail cell window. You know how when you ride past the jail and you be seeing like these little slivers of windows?
Yeah.
That's the type of window that we had. It ain't make no sense to me.
Yeah, and I didn't necessarily feel that the customer service was great. It was like when we pulled up to the front, the people was out there that worked there, the workers was out there, but I ain't even like that they asked, did we need help with our bags? Normally they take the bags. Most of the Four Seasons we've been to, it ain't really a question. They'll force you away. Go in there, go
Yeah.
in, go to the lobby, go check
Go
in. We
check
got your
in.
bag.
Like, yep.
And once we figure out which room you stand there, your bags are we gonna be up. There's gonna be at your room. We'll meet you. Da da da.
Hmm.
This joint, they was just hanging out. Yeah. Oh. Y'all need help with the bags? I don't think.
They wasn't trying to help us with valet, nothing. It was
Yeah.
really,
I don't think I can summon a person with you. With you
it
being with
don't
me,
look like
because
you
it went away,
can.
didn't it?
Yeah, I'ma leave so you can do it.
Okay. Okay.
I might not be able to
But
play for too long because my signal all weird. My
for
game don't
real,
look clear like yours. Yeah.
I need to. Let me see. I'm gonna come back down. I need to
All right.
level up.
So then let's move on. Well, you know where a Grace Light is.
Yeah, I just fast travel.
So let's move on to the next one. So which one is the next one for you? So the worst was New Orleans.
Yeah. So, oh, you want me
What's
to
your
go?
next one going on the list?
Well, we gonna like rotate, I guess. You want me to go?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. So New Orleans is coming in number 7. New Orleans Four Seasons is number 7. The worst one we've been to so far. Number 6 for me is the Chicago Four Seasons. Um, what I liked about it because we went to Chicago for Christmas this past Christmas for 2025 Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We went to New Orleans. I mean not New Orleans, but Chicago. Stayed at the Four Seasons for a night because we stayed at the Waldorf Astoria for 2 nights, and
Mm-hmm.
then we went to stay at the Four Seasons for the third night. Um, let me see. What do I want to do? Let me see. Faith. I'll do Faith. Yeah. So we stayed at the Chicago Four Seasons for a night. What I liked about it, the customer service was good. As soon as we walked in, we got that good old Four Seasons customer service feel like we was at home. it was like a lot of respect. They give you the, oh, hey, how you doing? Once they learn your name, it's like the thing about the Four Seasons are like once they learn your name, it's like they never forget it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you see these people, they call you by your name, and they just real homey. They give you like a real home, like a home feeling. But
And what else did they do? The one thing that I always be like, maybe they'll do it, and you be like, they ain't gonna
oh, they
do
checked us in early.
it.
They did check us in
Mhm.
early. Cause yeah, you always talking about maybe we're checking early, cause
So it's
just in
like,
case
let's
we,
go check in because they might let us get our room early.
yeah, if we get, cause sometimes we might fly into town or whatever, and we get there earlier than our check-in time. And Riri always be like, maybe they'll check us in early. Let's see if they can do early check-in.
What you want me to do? You want me to write my name down? I thought you was gonna go fight the guy at the
Oh, I thought you, cause you
cabin.
told me come back. I thought you wanted to do something else or something like that.
I came up here. I discovered I was right. It's a merchant up there.
Oh, okay. So you want me to meet up with you or what? I don't know. What you want me to do? You want?
I thought you was gonna fight the guy. If not, I can hop down there. I'm not that
I'm
far.
gonna say,
I can fast travel over there.
I mean, I'll go fight him. Oh, what's that?
No, I'm about to come down now.
Okay. But yeah. So they checked us in early. We got there early, and they said our room was ready. So that was definitely a plus. It was decorated for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? They had the Christmas trees and all that stuff going on. It was cool. The Philadelphia 76ers was there. They was
Yeah.
checking in when we was coming in, so we seen a few basketball players that I
They
recognize.
were, I think they were headed either to a game or they were heading to practice.
Something. Yeah, I don't
They
know.
were
Oh, they was
leaving.
leaving.
They weren't leaving for the night. They were just leaving to either go to a game because remember they came back later when we were getting ready to go up to that
Remember?
speakeasy.
Okay, yeah. So we saw a few basketball players there. Um, uh,
My name down now.
yeah, they had that. They had a speakeasy that we went to. That was a great experience. The number one, um, it's the number one rated bar in North America, not the world, but North America, right?
It's the number one in North America and it's the second
In the
rated
world,
in
in
the
the world,
world.
yeah. It was called the something
I don't know,
Speakeasy,
handshake.
Handshake Speakeasy. It's based out of Mexico City, but luckily for us, they did a collaboration with the Chicago Four Seasons, in which they came to Chicago and opened up their speakeasy there for a few months.
Yep.
So you was able
And
to
we didn't know
experience this
about it
bar.
when we were going, so
Yeah.
we just so happened to find out as we were booking
Yeah, just and
and
sort of
was
just
able to get a reservation.
doing research, looking for things to do, looking for fun things to do, and just so happened they was here. They was in
Hmm.
Chicago, so that was a super great experience. What I didn't like, I didn't really care for the whole initial lobby entrance. Like you going into the lobby before you get on onto the elevator to go up to the main floor to check the floor where you check in at, because you don't check
Hmm.
in the initial lobby that you walk into off of the street. You don't check in there. You got to go into the lobby, get on the elevator, and go up a couple floors
Hmm.
to get to the Four Seasons lobby. But I ain't like that whole. I ain't like the look of it for the most part. I ain't really care for the room. The room gave me a little old timey vibes. Also, um, that's about it. Like when I think about things I didn't like about the Chicago job, I just really didn't care for the room and the vibe of the look of the hotel. You know what I'm saying? The lobby entrance and everything. Just kind of, if I gotta rank them, those were
Okay.
my negatives. So as of right now, I got New Orleans Four Seasons at number seven. I got Chicago Four Seasons at number six.
So for my number six, I have the Baltimore Four Seasons. It just wasn't impressive. Um, Well, excuse me, let me start off with the stuff that I thought was nice. The things that I thought was nice is that they had like some special restaurant up at the rooftop that was nice. We went there for my birthday, so we did get to a chance to experience the food, and it was good, you know.
Right.
They also have a couple of other restaurants that's like right in the immediate vicinity, so you have a lot of options. Um, it's if you get a room that's over the water, you can have a nice view. Like we stayed there twice, so one of the times that we were there, we had a nice little view of the water. We were able to sit out. It was cold. You know, my birthday is in March, so
Mm.
it's not springtime and warm, but we were able to sit down and relax and chill and kind of experience the nice weather. Oh man, it's still, they didn't bring his body back. I thought maybe they was going to bring him back and we could get him there.
I
So
forgot
next
all
time we
about that.
come down here, we'll have to get the guy walking around to crack it.
Okay. This ain't the guy
So,
right
but
here?
oh, you know what?
This it? Yeah,
Is
this
it?
him. He gonna wake up. But he looked too put together to be fully dead.
But overall it was cool. I liked how what did they do? They provided us with like a little speaker so we can connect our phone to it so we can be blasting our own music so he don't have to keep bringing his speaker. I liked how when we were there for New Year's, they gave us like this. I don't like chocolate, but I still appreciate you know, the effort where they gave us I like what was it? It was almost like a pinata made out of chocolate, and it was filled up with like a bunch of candy and stuff. So that was real cute. What I didn't like about it is that it wasn't impressive. It's not necessarily cheap, and I feel like for the amount that we spent, we just didn't get that much. The restaurant wasn't all that impressive, and then the restaurant itself is like a third party. So you don't get any special treatment or like anything when you stay there. And then on top, like when you stay there, if you're like a Four Seasons resident, I mean, like if you're staying at the Four Seasons, it has nothing to do with you going to that restaurant. And then if you want to go to that restaurant, you have to wait in line and then wait for somebody to come down and get you
Right.
in order to ride the elevator up there. I don't know. I mean, like this is a bunch of little petty stuff because it's not a bad hotel. It's actually pretty nice, but compared to the others, I just don't find it all that impressive. The room was fine. I didn't necessarily care too much for the shower, even though it wasn't anything wrong with the shower. The shower is actually pretty similar to the other ones. It was just something about that shower that I didn't particularly like.
Right.
Um, it just wasn't. It just wasn't as nice. It wasn't to the level that that I expect for the Four Seasons to be. To be fair, us staying there, every time we've stayed there, we've always had like stuff going on. So we never really had a chance to just hang out at the hotel
Right.
to like really experience it, I'll say. But all that being said, I have it in sixth place for
Oh,
me.
okay.
So that would be New Orleans is seventh place.
Mhm.
Baltimore is sixth place for me. And my fifth place is Chicago.
Okay.
I liked it. I thought it was like at a really cool part of town where we were able, like, it was like right in the midst of all the little places that we like to go to. I think I really like that. How close it was to everything that like we at that point when we went to the Four Seasons, we didn't even have a rental car anymore. So we were able to walk everywhere we wanted to go during that time, and everything was close for us. Um, what else? Um, the room itself wasn't spectacular. It wasn't, jaw dropping, but the people were so nice. And that was another thing about
They were.
Baltimore. They were fine. We didn't like the service wasn't spectacular. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as
Oh, you went out? Okay, hold on.
am I back in
Yeah,
the
you back then.
Okay, okay, okay. So the service for the Baltimore one, the service just wasn't at the level that I've gotten used to when it comes to the Four Seasons.
Right, right, right.
So, just put that out there. But Chicago, like they were great. I feel like they let us check in early. That all already puts them high on my list. They had that speakeasy, which was a great addition, and it was like a nice experience. The room was okay. Yeah, it wasn't one of the better rooms. However, I'm sure we probably could have gotten a better room. That's just the room that we chose.
Hmm.
So we can't really blame it on the hotel. I will say the restaurant, I was not impressed.
Okay. Come from
I,
Baltimore? No, we talking about Chicago. Yeah, 'cause that's
Chicago,
your number five.
yeah.
Okay.
The restaurant was not, to be fair, I was tipsy. So maybe my memory is wrong. Wes can, when he can kind of confirm or correct what I'm saying about the restaurant, but I don't feel like the food was all that impressive. But just the vibe and the experience overall, I really enjoyed it. I felt like, you know, they kept addressing us really courteously. It was just a really nice experience. That's kind of what I'm basing this off of.
Hmm.
If I go to a hotel and they make me feel like I don't like the place, it doesn't matter how good it is, I ain't gonna like it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, but if I'm at a hotel and they make me feel like, oh yeah, I like this place. Oh, I like the way they treating me. They so nice and da 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 da. Then that's how I'ma feel.
Right.
And I feel like Chicago definitely did that for me. Like they definitely had me feeling like, oh yeah, like y'all can get more of my money. I come back here again.
Okay.
I give y'all more of my money for certain. So that's how I felt for Chicago. But again, and the pool was really nice. Pool was huge. It was a huge pool. They had kids too, but it was
Yeah.
okay though. Like the pool was huge. It was a nice little.
Was the
It was a
pool
good time.
huge?
The pool was huge. Remember we got into
I
it?
remember we got into it,
And
but
they had that hot tub,
yeah,
and I mean, it was bigger than the Waldorf Astoria, which was like a damn lap
yeah,
pool.
yeah. The Waldorf Astoria pool was whack.
So comparing it to the other city pool, it was huge.
I don't even see.
This thing trying to kill me.
I don't even see it in my game. Whatever you fighting.
You
No.
don't?
Oh, I see
Oh
this one
Lord.
that's hanging from the tree.
No, this one is this one. Thank you, thank you. This one, I don't know why it's alive. And he chasing me. Is he chasing me down? No, he disappeared.
Okay.
No, he's still. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's real and what's
Like I
false.
was target locked on something, but it wouldn't move. Alright. Like it was
He
invisible.
chasing you down, trying to kill you. Do you see this
No.
person? He was hitting you.
It ain't is it affecting it?
Okay, they let me kill it. All
Okay.
right. Whew. But anyways, but yeah, so number 5 for me is Chicago. What about you?
Alright, so number five for me is the Baltimore Four Seasons. Um, first of all, I like the location. You know, they right there by the bay. You down there by the water. It's things to do around there. It's downtown Baltimore. Downtown Baltimore is pretty cool, especially I guess over the years. But I don't want to say over the years because Baltimore ain't like a place that I played a lot in my life. So for all I know, their downtown could have always kind of been, cool, and what was going on, and I just didn't know. But I just know these days that their downtown area is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? We got an invader. Try to get him. Alright. Try to keep him in between us. But we went to Baltimore. Damn. Oh. Ooh, I almost jumped off the damn thing. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay.
But go ahead, baby.
Oh. Damn, that motherfucker strong. Hold on, I gotta pay attention.
He's strong and he keep using that thing that sucks up the magic.
Yeah. Up, I burnt his ass. Ooh. Okay, we gotta get back to it. But like I said, I like the location of it. I like when we went because we went for Christmas. Or was it New Year's one year? We
He
went for
killed
New
me.
Year's.
Kill him. He just killed me.
Yeah, okay.
We went for New Year's and then we went for my birthday.
Okay, yeah. So we went twice. Um, I like because one time we had a balcony one time. I think for your birthday we had a balcony. I like the fact that we could just sit and watch look at the water. Even though it wasn't like you say, your birthday is kind of during the time of when it's kind of usually cold outside. But still, it was warm enough for us to sit on the balcony and enjoy the sight. Um,
Hmm.
even just the regular room, I thought was kind of cool. I don't know. I felt like it was a little modern, like you say. When we went for New Year's, they had the chocolate pinata type thing going on. Man, this motherfucker, oh, he killed me. Had like the chocolate pinata thing going on. Like when we walked in the room or we like left out the room and came back.
When we left out and when we left and came back.
Okay, because we went to go do something
Uh,
and came back.
yeah. And then they had cause I don't know what we did, but we had left and when we came back, they had a little. Maybe they had it when yeah, maybe it was there when we were checking in.
Yeah, I don't really remember. I feel
We
like they.
got a video of it.
Well, you want me to pull it up? I ain't about to pull it up.
You could look.
I ain't about to do all that. But I don't know.
Let me write my name down.
It was cool. It was nice. Now the thing about their pool, it was an outdoor pool, so we couldn't really experience it. They have an outdoor pool because the weather was too cold. We went for New Year's, and then the second time we went was in March for your birthday.
Yeah, so they had a pool, but it wasn't open.
Yeah.
It wasn't a heated pool.
They got that restaurant that you was talking about. That's on the top
Hmm.
floor. Do you remember the name of it?
I
I
don't.
can't remember the name of it either. I feel like it's a name that is sort of. It feel like it's something that I should be able to remember. Something stories or something. I can't really remember. But it gave you like an old timey vibe. It was kind of like a fun thing because you had to check in. They had their own special elevator to get up to it. I
See,
thought that was
he
kind of
liked
cool.
it.
I thought that was
I
cool.
ain't like that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. It had its own special elevator to get up to it. And then when you got up there, it gave you like a 1930s vibe.
It did do that, and that was
Yeah,
kind of cool.
yeah. So that I kind of I liked all of that. It was cool. What I didn't like, um, I don't like the fact that they didn't have an indoor pool. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because one thing I will say about Chicago, they had an indoor pool. I feel like all the Four Seasons should have at least. If you gonna have an outdoor pool, then y'all should have two pools. Because y'all should have an
Well,
indoor pool.
if you have an outdoor pool, make it heated so it can be used year round.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, give people the option. But they didn't have a indoor pool because we like to take advantage of the pools. We like to mess with the pools.
I mean, I personally feel, I'm sorry for cutting you off, and I'm sorry that I keep cutting you off.
Oh, that's all good.
But I feel like, that's the perk of spending this much money to go to a nice hotel.
Hmm.
You go there because of the amenities that it's offering. So, like you're not going to truly enjoy yourself if you don't take advantage of the amenities that it's offering.
Right,
And the pool, the nice pool, is one of the amenities.
right. Yeah. So, um, and what else? And from what I recall, I feel like we sort of like the New Orleans one. They weren't as friendly as the other Four Seasons we've been to. I didn't get that vibe. I think either time that we went,
We
that yeah,
didn't.
like the customer service wasn't the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily get that vibe. But overall, I like the Baltimore one. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Just not, not in the top half of the ones we've been to. Uh, but I like it for the most part. So, but
Oh, I'm wasting my time fighting this guy because you left me. Let
yeah,
me run
I
off to
gotta go
you.
get my rooms. I'm sitting on about 1 million, so I gotta go get these. But yeah. So Chicago comes in number 5 on my list. So as of right now, we got New on my list. I got New Orleans at number 7. Got Chicago number 6. Got Baltimore number 5. Okay. So I'm starting off the next one.
Hmm. Yep.
Okay, and number 4 is the Vegas Four Seasons. Man, the Vegas Four Seasons. I ain't gonna lie, I like it. Um, it's probably the cheapest one out of all of the Four Seasons we've been to, which I was kind of
You want to know
surprised.
something? The Vegas one and the New Orleans one was around the same price.
Yeah, they were
We got a better room with the New Orleans one, though. I
with
mean,
the
excuse
Vegas
me,
one.
with the Vegas one. Yeah, excuse me. We got the
Okay.
better room with the Vegas one.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say you should. True. They upgraded.
No, I said the wrong thing.
But yeah.
Where are we going?
I don't.
Did you pick up your
Yeah, I got
stuff?
my room.
We going up here then.
Okay. Hold on. Let me destroy this and these motherfuckers. Alright, boom, boom. But yeah, the Vegas joint was nice. As soon as we get there, we check in. They greet us with some champagne. They give us the option to, to
Hmm.
do a champagne toast, a glass of champagne when we got in there in the lobby. That was kind of cool. They offered us to upgrade our room, but we had to pay for it though. Wasn't free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't free, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy. We did it. You know what I'm saying? When we go on vacation, we kind of live off the sort of off the you only live once type of mentality. We going to live. So if we can do something to enhance our stay that may cost a little bit more than we'd like, but we got the money for it, we gonna do this shit. Fuck it. We still here. We survived everything. We do all this shit. We still here, and we still doing this shit. So, no regrets. We like to go on vacation and leave with no regrets. But yeah, we ended up upgrading our room to a suite. Um, and that was real cool. So we had a suite. We had like a living room separate from the bedroom, and it was a nice size. It was
We
cool.
had two bathrooms in case we had guests. We ain't know nobody out in Vegas have no guests,
Yeah,
but it was still
it
nice.
was yeah, it was cool.
And we were able to see that big old dome.
Okay, yeah, we can see the dome,
We were
the
we were
sphere.
out there before it opened, but it was still active. So at night it'll be like the little sleepy
Yeah,
emoji and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. You can see
I'm
the
trying.
sphere.
I think we can jump down there. I'm just trying to figure out how, like, where's a safe space
Right.
for us to jump. I think we're supposed to be able to like jump on the roof, but I don't. I mean, if it is, I think it's probably back that way. I
No.
don't know. Maybe we not supposed to jump on there. I don't know. Maybe we just got to keep going around and then making our way down. Maybe that's what it is. But anyways, keep going, baby. I'm sorry.
All right. So the room was a nice size. Um, they they had you had the option of two pools. Four Seasons had his own pool, and we had access to the
A water
pool.
park.
Yeah, there was there was an actual water park that was that another hotel had access to. But if you stayed at the Four Seasons, you also had access to that pool. So we was able to experience both. The pool was cool. We seen celebrities at the Vegas joint. You know what I'm saying? Because we went out there for the Terrence Crawford Earl Spence fight. So
Mm-hmm.
we seen Chance the Rapper. We seen the other rapper from Chicago. He's in the show The Shy. I can't remember his name.
What's his name? Minx?
No.
Chinks?
Um,
I don't know his name.
the dude he sort of kind of rap like Drake a little bit. I can't think his name. Oh, damn. I think he go by like his regular real name. If I ain't mistaken, I can't think of what it is though. But we we seen um we seen Tyrese Maxey out there and his folks.
Our
He played for the
cousin.
Philadelphia 76ers. You know, they was in the same hotel as us. So you there, you liable to see celebrities. Um, it was nice. It was cool. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I did like uh I guess it was the restaurant where you would go eat at, like where we would go for breakfast every morning. We had the option to sit poolside one time, one of the mornings for breakfast. That was
Yeah.
kind of cool. You know, it was cool. What didn't I like about it? Uh, I do feel like our view wasn't great. We was like facing the damn airport or some crazy shit like that.
We
I
were,
ain't care
but
about that.
the location of the hotel, because the Four Seasons is connected to what's the other hotel? Because
The
there's a big.
Mirage or something like that.
It's not the it's
Not Bellagio.
not the Bellagio.
The jump with all the gold windows.
I don't
It's,
know.
it's, it's the hotel that the dude was shooting from when he shot all those people a few years
Oh,
ago.
I don't
He
know.
kicked. And we talked about it. Oh, you know what? I don't think you heard of it before I mentioned it to you. But yeah, he stayed in that hotel and kicked out one of the windows, and there was an event down there around the hotel. He just started randomly shooting at the crowd of people. He killed a few of them. It was a crazy little story. I can't think of the name of the hotel off top. Like I said, it ain't the Mirage, whatever. But where was I? Where
Mm.
was I? I think I was talking about what I didn't like.
Yeah, you were saying talk about what you
Yeah,
didn't like.
what I didn't like. I didn't necessarily care for, even though it was a suite. From what I remember, I felt like it could have been a little better. I don't know, maybe it was a little more modern, or maybe the decor could have been a little better if I ain't mistaken. And I ain't like the interior of the joint. Like the hallways walking down to the room, it's kind of basic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't really care for the hallways walking down to the room. I like the lobby area down there. I like the little crayon dog that we took a picture by.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was real
cool,
cute.
you know. But I don't think they had like no great bar or anything like that. I mean, but you know, we was
We were so busy. I don't know how much. We had a little bit of time to spend in a hotel, but we really didn't spend that much time in a
yeah.
hotel.
But their bar was so little too. It was like they did have a bar, but it was like real little. Cause I like to go to the bar of these hotels and at least get one drink. Because most of these hotels have nice bars, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
they
they
have
did have a
specialty
small
drinks
one.
and you know, they be having a lot going on.
They did have a small
They had
little
this little
bar.
tiny bar, but overall, you know, I liked it. It was cool. And it's number 4 on my list. So right now, number 7, New Orleans. Number 6, Chicago. Number 5, Baltimore. And number 4 is Vegas on my list.
So, number 4 on my list is Boston.
Okay.
So, Boston actually has two Four Seasons. We only went to one. Dalton Street.
Yep.
That's the one we went to, right?
Yep.
So, what I liked about it is we had gotten a really nice room. We had a bathtub in there. We had these big old windows. It was really nice. The room was really nice. Do you see who we need to kill or where we need to roll at and I mean, like this is some ruins. So obviously there's something that we need to be doing here. Do you see what we need to be doing?
Mm, nah. Well, we probably gotta. Yeah, probably gotta roll into something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, um, what was I saying? So, like it was nice. Everything. Oh, there's some stairs. That's why. There's some stairs.
Okay.
And there's some stairs and there might be a boss or something down there. I don't know. But
I ran past this though.
but it was
You
oh,
know, shut by a seal.
we got to figure it out. Is this the one where
Oh.
you got to show the ghost
Oh,
to
the
this? Oh, do you have to show the ghost to this jellyfish?
probably so. Cause I probably gotta release it. But I ain't gonna be able to do it with you here, am I?
It's talking to you. It says something. I've been waiting forever.
Okay, yeah, I gotta. But I ain't gonna be able to release the ghost. You
Let's
want me
see
to
it.
try?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, try it. But anyway,
I ain't ready
so
to do it probably
the
with you in the game, but let's see.
Boston. Oh, well, you don't want me to leave?
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave for me to do it.
You say you promised me when we turn 14. This talking to you though.
You get to see the stars. First off, sadness.
Try to see if you can do something with it
Probably.
again.
Offer a friend. Baby, you
Let
gotta
me
get out.
leave.
We know
All
what you
right, I'm
gotta
about
do.
to. Okay, so the room was really nice. The hotel altogether was pretty cute. Um, but I mean, like, our room was like literally directly above the fucking lobby, it seemed like. The view, we had a really big window, like this, like half of our room was like a curved wall of just floor to ceiling windows. And you look out, and what do you see? The rooftop of the hotel and buildings and what looked like an alleyway. And we were super low, so it's not even like we can look over this stuff. Like it was just right there. Um, the restaurant was cool. The restaurant was cool. I can't. We did go to the restaurant. We always try to go to the restaurant while we're there, or at least try some room service. The restaurant was nice. The room was nice. I absolutely love the city of Boston. However, like if I had when I mean, like just having to make a
Oh,
decision. Why did you do that?
I don't know.
You need to go to a grace light and then come back.
Uh,
Um,
cause
pull out your horse. But let me Google. I'm gonna have to Google what to do, or you're gonna have to Google it.
yeah, I don't know what to
Um,
do.
but overall, it just wasn't as nice as I feel like it probably should have been because it wasn't cheap.
Right.
It wasn't cheap. The room was really nice. However, we didn't even really like we had a round table with two chairs to sit in, but we didn't really have like nowhere to sit. They didn't do anything special for us. Not like they got to, but like in comparison to everything else, it's almost like we got to kind of got a nitpick. The rest, what I genuinely didn't like about it is that when we went to go get breakfast, their breakfast area wasn't like its own restaurant. It was like a conference room turned to breakfast dining area almost. They still had the big round tables as if you were there for a meeting, but instead of you sitting down to hear somebody speak, you're sitting down and they're serving you food, but the food was delicious. However, and our waitress, I wish I could remember her name, this older black lady, she was really nice. However, I just, in comparison to everything else ahead of it, it just wasn't that great.
Okay.
So, but so far for me, I have 7 for New Orleans, Baltimore is number 6, Chicago is number 5, Boston is number 4, and then number 3 for me is Vegas. Vegas was really nice. Vegas, it was small because it was the Four Seasons, but it was within. Let me look and see what hotel the Four Seasons is in. Hotel. It's in the Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay Bay. Okay.
So the Four Seasons in Las Vegas is within the Mandalay Bay. So it didn't really have a lot of it didn't have like a lot of property, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it was within another hotel.
Right.
But for the area that it provided, it was really nice. Again, when we showed up, they toasted us with some champagne. I didn't even remember that part, but they surely did do that. Um, we got an upgrade to our room. The furniture wasn't all that great. However, the room itself was nice. We had a lot of space. Customer service was great. Every time we walked through or if we called to request something or whatever, it was always, yes, Mrs. Cooper, what do you need? How can we help you with? They were very swift. I remember when we were checking in and I was asking our bellhop for some water. He came and he brought us a whole bunch of stuff for free.
Mhm.
you know? And I was just like, ooh, nice stuff too. I can't remember what it was. This was such a long time ago at this point. I can't fully remember everything, but I just remember this was really nice. On top of that, they had like a whole like charcuterie board type of deal set out for us in a room. Remember that when we came in, they had like a bottle of champagne sitting in a room and like some fruits and vegetables and
That
cheeses and stuff
shit,
all
I want
laid
to say it's
out.
some chocolate too. I think
Yeah,
chocolate
yeah.
strawberries. I think.
Yeah, some chocolate
Yeah, they
strawberry.
had.
Like it was a whole lot of like little stuff.
Yeah.
So they had like a whole lot of stuff set up for us, which I felt was really nice. See, now you can summon
Yeah.
you might want to summon it now.
Think so?
Yeah. Before they take it away. Well, no, they're not gonna take it away from you. The reason why I didn't come back is because I was still, like even if I leave, you still can't summon. You
Oh,
gotta
I gotta go sit at a
rest.
grace light.
Mhm. But It was like I just feel like, and then the breakfast spot was really nice. We would go down. It was like a buffet every day, but you can get like they had like a little what is it called? What is it called when you can get like champagne with juice?
Mimosa.
They had like a mimosa station with all these different juices and everything. It was really nice. I felt like it was nice. Um, I just really appreciated it. It was small, but I thought it was nice. The downfall was that you know, again, it was small. It was small. He mentioned that we got to sit poolside and have our breakfast. But if you're talking about the time that I think you're talking, are you referring to when we were actually at the pool? Or are you talking about that day when we went to go get breakfast and they sat us outside?
Maybe it was out. Yeah, maybe that. I thought it wasn't a pool. It wasn't a pool side,
We
right?
had a time where we was at the pool. That
Okay.
was the same day when we went to the water park and everything. But that wasn't for breakfast. We were out there for lunch and they brought us food and everything out there. It was really nice. We were able to order our food. But when they sat us outside for breakfast in that 90 fucking degree temperature and then expected us to be able to eat some breakfast when we was hot and sweaty, I didn't appreciate that. Put me in some air condition.
Right.
So, you know,
I got you.
I didn't like that, so that was something that I didn't like. However, um, outside of that, I mean, I just really thought it was really fun. It was nice. I felt like it was nice. You need your lap, baby. You can't even see. I felt like it was nice. All right, so one, two, three, four, five. What's your number three?
My number three is the Boston one. I like the Boston one a lot. That's one of my favorite ones. I ain't gonna lie. I think about Boston Four Seasons pretty often. I like the I like the way the building looks, even though it's a tall building. I picked that one because when I saw it in the Four Seasons book, it looked like a tall building. So I was like, we might
But
get a super great view.
but the upper
But
part of it is for the residents. If you are a Four Seasons owner, if you own property, like you can get like what is it, condos, I guess that was what it would be, then you would be able to stay up top.
mhm.
We obviously don't own any Four Seasons property. But I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going to tell you why Mr. Cooper enjoyed Boston. It's because it was this girl staying in this hotel across the street from us and she was naked.
I forgot all about that.
You don't remember
I
that?
remember it, but I forgot about that. That wasn't on my.
She was naked in the window and he liked to peep. He liked to
She
peep
wasn't.
on
She wasn't
people.
naked. I don't think. I think she had
I
like a
think she
baby.
just had on like a small
Yeah,
strip of
like some. Yeah,
underwear.
like some bra and panties or something. Yeah, it was something. But she wasn't naked.
Hmm. I don't even remember what she was doing. But Mr. West got a fetish for spying on people.
Do I mean if I can see you, I'm gonna look. I ain't gonna go out my way, but if I got a view and you going past the window, I ain't gonna close my eyes.
But go ahead and finish talking.
Um, so what was I? I like the building. Um, I thought it was a nice looking building, but like you say, I mean, I thought we was gonna have like a real good view, but the top
Hmm.
floors are uh for the residents. They got residential condos in there that you can buy, and that's
Hmm.
what the top floors are reserved for them. They even got their own entrance and everything. I think own
Yep.
elevator to get up to their floors. It seemed cool. But you walk into the lobby. I thought the lobby was real nice. I like the little Four Seasons sign in the front. It lit up, especially at night. It had lights behind the sign, so it made for like a good photo opportunity. I feel like the people were nice. They was real cool. Where you want me to go?
Hmm.
Um,
I think I'm about to.
What this be done? Oh,
Yeah. I'm gonna watch you play.
okay. Um, Yeah, I felt like they gave us that real good, Four Seasons customer service that I'm accustomed to. One of my favorite things about it was like just the interior of the hotel. It just was real classy. Like when you get to your floor, when we got to our floor, and we walking down the hallway, the doors was like made of wood. It's like real like classy wood everywhere. When we got to the room, I had to appreciate it, the room, because at first I kind of frowned upon the room, but that was because I was kind of spoiled a little bit by another Four Seasons hotel that we stayed at, but we'll get to that. But
One thing I do want to point out that I did appreciate with the Boston Hotel,
mhm,
because this is one of the things that I didn't like about it. We didn't have a refrigerator
mhm,
or a microwave in our room.
mhm,
And I didn't like that, especially for how big our room was. I felt like we definitely should have had like some type of something. And I remember when we came back from dinner, and I think we had like, I think I had some leftovers, or you had some leftovers. We had some food.
right,
And when we got back from that restaurant that we drove to,
mhm,
they brought us a refrigerator and a microwave and hooked it up for us in the room. It made it look ugly because they didn't have like no, no little place to sit it. So it was like sitting like down our hallway, but I still appreciated that. So I will give them that. But that's the Four Season service for you.
mhm.
Like they are, like that is a part of the customer service for you. They are supposed to do what they can and make you happy. Did you see that half dome where they have like those little shards for you to pick up? You were running around and it was like it would look like something that you can get to, but I don't know where you saw that now because I don't know where you are. Okay, good. You can finish. I'm sorry, baby.
But what was I at?
You were saying that you were initially upset about the room
Oh
because
yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah.
that you
But
were spoiled.
yeah, but I end up I grew to like it over time. I grew to like it a lot. I felt like it was modern. It was a nice size. I like the windows. It was, as you say, the floor to ceiling windows. If I ain't mistaken, I was able to take a picture in front of one of the windows. I was like standing in the damn window. You know, it was cool. It was real comfortable. I felt like they had nice restaurants in there. That Asian restaurant we went to.
Yeah,
Mm,
Zumo.
yeah, that was cool. Nice and classy. It was packed. It was a good vibe. Um, the restaurant that we went to for breakfast, I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty cool. I know you ain't think it was the greatest, but I thought it was cool. It wasn't nothing special about it, but it was cool. The food was good. Um, One thing I didn't like about them, the only thing I really didn't like about that hotel that would have really put them kind of really over the top for me, um, their pool. We experienced their pool. The indoor pool was sort of basic. They had an indoor pool though, but it was sort of.
I don't remember the pool.
It was almost one like. It was almost sort of like the Waldorf Astoria pool. It was like a little strip. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Yeah, it was sort of something like. It was sort of like theirs. It wasn't a great pool. It was cool, but it wasn't great. It was kids in the pool. Like one, it was one of those pools that was kind of like made for swimming laps and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was one of those. Um, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I just liked it a lot. I just thought it was like a classy hotel. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a real classy hotel, sort of kind of up my alley. You know what I'm saying? Versus like the Vegas joint was more of a beachy. The Vegas hotel would be like on an island somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Mm-hmm.
might go to an island and experience it. It gave me like island vibes. The Boston hotel sort of gave me like a European. you're in Rome or Italy, you know what I'm saying? Italy somewhere. They gave me that type of vibe. And that's kind of what I like, you know what I'm saying? I like ancient, classy type of shit, more than Caribbean, beachy type of stuff personally. So, um, that's why Boston came in number three for me. Um, so I'm gonna take it to number two.
Mhm.
Number two for me was Four Seasons Anguilla. Four Seasons Anguilla was great, man. I can't even front. And I'm sitting here talking about I. It's like it's not that I'm against the beachy, type of environment. It's just not my favorite. If I got to pick, I'd rather do something like ancient, be somewhere like in a concrete jungle, but around historical shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what I choose. But this joint was cool, man. When you turn onto when first of all, when you get to Anguilla, the ride to the Four Seasons is a little rough. It had me second guessing, a little
It's
bit
real
what
rough.
our experience was going to be because the streets was crazy. It wasn't nothing really nice in sight. It was nothing. But when we got to the Four Seasons, it's a resort. So once we turned onto the resort from the regular Anguilla roads, everything that we seeing leading towards it was night and day. Man, you turn onto that Four Seasons road onto the resort, it was beautiful. Palm trees, lights everywhere. You get there, it got like just the open resort type of feel. No doors. You know what I'm saying? You just
Nothing.
you walk inside, but it ain't doors. But you walk in the lobby. It's just like open air type of resort. It's
Yeah.
an open air. And a lot of people I'm sure have been to the Caribbean. So they probably got an idea of what those.
Go fight that guy.
Who down here?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people got an idea of what, the open air type of resorts, hotels look like if you've been to the Caribbean and been on a resort.
Yeah.
But the people were really, really great.
We were there for how long?
We was there for a week. Everybody knew our name. I mean, of course, it's an island, so the people that live there work there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The Anguillan people worked for the Four Seasons, and they was great. Like the hospitality was great. Everybody that you walk past in the hotel every morning, they was just in great spirits. You know what I'm saying? They just was saying like real good high energy. They just talk to you like they known you forever.
Yep.
You know, it was just real cool, man. Our room was big. They upgraded us on their own. We
Yeah.
got a suite. This time we got a suite. We ain't had to pay for it. It was on
Yep.
the
We got
house.
it for free.
We got it for free. So that was super great.
It
It was
was.
roomy. Um, we was able to see the ocean from our room. That was great. Um, the bathroom was beautiful. We had a balcony. The balcony was big, so you could see the pool and the ocean. Um, the breakfast. I mean, it was a Four Seasons breakfast every morning. Because we paid for what the breakfast package, right? We had
Yeah.
the breakfast package, and
Well, it was all inclusive. What was it all inclusive?
you saying it might have came with it? I don't know.
We probably about paid for the breakfast
We
package.
I feel like
I
we
want to
paid
say it
for
was
it.
all inclusive, but
Nah,
I don't feel like that's
nah. I
true.
feel like we paid for that. We paid for that because if
Yeah.
you remember, I think at one point we had to check with them because they was giving us receipts or something. We was making sure the shit was they wasn't charging us because
Yeah.
we paid for that. But the food, man, that Four Seasons breakfast was a Four Seasons breakfast. We had at the
Every
restaurant
day.
called Salt. I mean, we eating breakfast, looking at the ocean. The weather was perfect. The food was good. Unlimited mimosas, unlimited food. It was just, man. it was just amazing. They had a band the first day that we got there. I guess the band is what every Wednesday or something like that.
I don't
Um,
know.
you know what I'm talking about though, right?
I know what you
Yeah.
talk about because I made a
Oh yeah.
song request and they didn't play my
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Ran into a basketball player there that I was familiar with. Terrence Ross, that's his name.
Hmm. And his
His family
family.
was there. Apparently,
There it is down there.
cause I looked them up to see what they was up to, and they was on a Four Seasons World Tour. I think they had already been to the Four Seasons in Athens before they came
Oh,
to that
okay.
one. They was on a yeah, they was traveling. They was
Nice.
traveling. But the NBA players they stay in the Four Seasons. Like that's their hotel. That's for people that
Hmm.
didn't know or don't know. Yeah, they stay at the Four Seasons when they on the road, when they traveling during NBA season. Am I going the right way? Shit.
I don't think so. You about to die.
I don't know. I'm being chased.
I don't think
Oh,
he
that
gonna come
bird.
down there.
That bird.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna come down there. You too far now.
Okay. I don't even know where the hell I'm. Where's my map? The map went away.
No, because this you're gonna. Oh, you know what? You made it to the. There's gonna be a grave site down there.
The
If
mausoleum.
you run towards that
Oh, I
door,
see it.
nobody's attacking you. It's the
Yeah, it's just
lightning
lightning, right?
plants.
Oh yeah, it should have these things down here. Yeah. But it was just so much to talk about. It was just so much to talk about with the Anguilla Four Seasons. I don't know what I missed. Oh yeah, they had like multiple pools. The pools was cool. Um, it was great. The only downside to it was the room. The room was a little dated. The furniture and it was a little dated. You know what I'm saying? The couch and all of that shit. Um, one thing I'm not really gonna blame them for, but I couldn't really enjoy the balcony like that because they had mosquitoes out there. The mosquitoes was a little vicious. But I ain't gonna knock them for that, I guess. I don't know, but that's all a
Yeah.
part of the resort. But for the most part, that might be my whole experience. That they had the little car things that you can rent. I can't think that
Mhm.
it was like a crazy
It was
name.
almost
It was
like a
like a
golf
four-letter
cart.
word. Yeah, it was
I
like a
can't
cart
remember what it was
that we was
called.
able to rent. We hit the streets. And that you can rent that right at the Four Seasons. They had their own. You can rent it at the Four Seasons at the resort.
Well, it was a third party, but you could do it at the hotel, and then they'll bring the car there to you the
I
next
want.
day.
I want to say it start with an M, like
It does. I just don't remember what it's
Mogo,
called. Oh,
Mod, yeah, something.
something.
But that shit was cool. But overall, Four Seasons and Anguilla, it was like a paradise, man. And that's why it's number 2 on my list.
So the Anguilla Four Seasons is also number 2 on mine. I really liked how when we showed up, they had drinks prepared for us. It was like what was it? Rum punch. You know, you can get it alcohol free or with alcohol. The room, I agree with Wes. It was old. The seats, the couches were uncomfortable. This was one of the longest stays that we had at one hotel because normally when we go somewhere, we'll kind of like hotel hop, especially if they have like multiple Four Seasons or if they have multiple really nice hotels that we're interested in staying. We'll kind of jump from one to another, but we didn't do that this time. So this was our longest stay at one hotel continuously. But the the breakfast was beautiful. We always had a good seat overlooking the water. The The customer service was just wonderful. Whatever we needed, at some point, Wes broke something in the room. They came and swept it all up, took care of it for us. Um,
Oh, break. That wasn't.
I think it was my perfume or something. I feel like it was something that was mine that you
Sure.
broke. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
But whatever it was glass and you broke it.
Mm.
Because we had a splash pool on the balcony. I mean, like, it was just Anguilla was really nice. I mean, like, it's not too much that I can say because Wes said it all. The people was really nice. The experience was really nice. We were right on the pool. They had so many different spots to go to. Like our first night there, they had like this little side beach with this little cabana bar almost. We ain't never go back there, but we could have. It was nice. It was quiet. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the quiet side of the beach. Then the busy side of the beach, we got a cabana and we were snorkeling. That was the first time Wes had ever gone snorkeling, and we just had a really good time. Like, it was relaxing, you know.
Mm.
See, like, between the two of us, he enjoys more of the city vacations. I enjoy more of the leisure vacations. Like, give me a nice beach, give me a hotel with a really nice pool. I enjoy activities, but I also just enjoy for it to be leisure. Like, I don't need to be in the middle of a city. I don't need to be somewhere where, like, if we want to do stuff, we're forced to go outside and engage with the outside world. I don't need that. Anguilla is definitely that type of place. When we were there, we were talking to the people and asking them, like, oh, yeah, what do you suggest for us to do off the resort? They're telling us all these different places. But again, the location is really, it's really chill there. So, like, I think one of the days, the day when we had the car, it wasn't like a lot of places open, right? Because it was like a Sunday or something. It was something going on. It wasn't like a lot of places open. So, but
Mm.
that's also, but Anguilla is my number two as well, for all of the reasons that was said. And the only bad thing that I can say about it is that the furniture, and it was really just the couch. That was really just the couch. The couch was uncomfortable. It was like the old couch that everybody done sat their butts on, so the cushions aren't all there. You sit and you just kind of sink into it, and not in a good way. But the reality is you ain't meant to be hanging out in a room on a couch anyway. So,
Right.
you know. The number one for me is the first Four Seasons that we've stayed at together, and that's the Philly. I love it. If I had to choose between Anguilla and Philly, I would choose Philly. That song with Gucci Mane and Bruno Mars, Wake Up in the Sky, I feel like they stayed at that Four Seasons, and then they had the idea for that song. Because we stayed on the 50, what floor did we stay on? The 57th, or was it higher than
I
that?
think we stayed on a 54. I think the pool. Oh, we stayed on 57 and the pool was on 54, something like that.
The pool was below
It was
us.
below us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 50 something floor. Yeah, 50 something.
I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like the pool was below us, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I was busy enjoying myself because no matter what floor we were on, guess where we were? We were still in the sky.
We was in the sky.
We were above every other building. We were up there. We was eating in the sky, sleeping in the sky, swimming in the sky, everything in the sky. If Stevie Wonder was there, he would have made a song about it. That mess, it was gorgeous. It was it was great. Um, and we went up there for Christmas, and the direct decorations that they had was really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
The restaurant food was really good. we even got ourselves a little bit of drama while we was there because we was at dinner and there was this other couple at the other table and they got into a fight about something. And the whole time while we sitting there enjoying our food, we also sitting there looking like, oh man, you see that? Because the dude was going off and the girl was going off in this nice ass restaurant while we eating dinner Christmas night.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was just a really nice experience. We woke up in the middle. The room was, I mean, because the hotel was new. Like I think it had been open like what, just a couple years before we stayed there.
It might be. You might be right.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's not an
it
old
wasn't it
hotel.
wasn't an old hotel, so everything about it was new. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about it was new. We woke up in the middle of the night and ordered some food. We opened up the windows. The window curtains was automatic, so they spread open. We see the top of all these buildings. They bring this food. We just sitting there eating. The food was good in the middle of the night.
It was.
We sitting there just looking out over the city lights during Christmas time, feeling like we on top of the world because in that moment we were on top of the world. Philly is my number one. If there is, and then we ran into, this was our first connection with Maxie because his house had recently burned down.
Mm-hmm.
And we ran into his dad, and his dad, like it's like so when we first was checking in, I was surprised by the amount of black people that was up in there, not knowing that it was because all of Maxie's family was staying up. He had put his whole family had to stay at the Four Seasons until they figured out their living situation. Um, but it was a whole bunch of black folks. And one of the times we were in the elevator, and we were in the elevator with Dad. So he black, we black. I said hi. He was older than us. You can't be rude to no elderly person. I mean, he's not elderly, but whatever. But like I was to say, how you doing? He said, hey, and then we just started talking. He asked where we were from. We asked about him. He was like, yeah, my son's, he played for the 76ers. He's the one whose house burned down. We ain't from here. We don't know nothing about that. Wes might have known. I didn't know nothing. And that's how we discovered that Maxie our cousin. Well, we didn't know in that moment. We discovered when we went to Vegas. That's when we discovered that he was our cousin.
Yeah, when we went to Vegas.
But that's the beginning of the story. But Philly is great. It's way more expensive now than it was before, but if you have the opportunity to go, please go. I don't really know what I can say about it. That was, the one thing that I can say negative about it is that when we went there for Christmas, they had a prefix menu. On the desserts, I don't like chocolate. One of the desserts was like something chocolate. I think they had 3 options, and all of them sound nasty. The only thing I ended up getting was a pear. That was one of the options. And I thought it was going to be something interesting, but when it got delivered to me, it turned out to be a pear. It wasn't cooked. It wasn't glazed with anything special. It was sitting on maybe like some cream to keep it standing up, but it was just a pear. And I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't even juicy. Like, it wasn't no bad pear, but it wasn't no great pear. It was just a pear. And that's all. So, but that's it. But outside of that, like it was good.
Ooh. Okay, so just like Riri, my favorite was the Four Seasons Philly. Man, it was the first, like she said, it was the first Four Seasons I ever stayed at. My first impression, I mean, as soon as you get there, first of all, the elevator ride to get to the top is just it's an adventure in itself. The hold on, turn their ass up. That was kind of cool. The lobby is on the 50 something floor. Ooh, I fucked up. Okay. The lobby is on the 50 something floor. The lowest floor for the Four Seasons Philly, because it's a 60-story building. If I
It's
am a,
63 stories, I
you
think.
sure? I
I'm
think
about
it's
to have to
60.
Google it.
I think it's 60. But regardless of anything, I think it's 60 because the restaurant is on the 60th floor. So if you stay in this building, if you stay in the Four
Yeah,
Seasons,
it's 60
yeah,
stories.
60 stories. If you stay in the Four Seasons, the lowest floor you're gonna be on is like the 48th or 47th, something like that.
48. It says
So
48.
if you're in the worst room with the worst view, you still 40 something stories up, and the view is just crazy from that height. The view is crazy. You go in, you check in. Once you check in, they give you your room card. Then you take a special elevator to get up to
To
your
get you
room.
into your room.
And once you go to your rooms, and we went during Christmas. First of all, they had the Christmas stockings. Was it on the door or was it inside?
Yes, I forgot about that. It was hanging on the door.
They had.
I love that. And I'm going to tell you something. That was the Philly Four Seasons raised the bar extremely high for other hotels.
Yeah.
And every time we go to a Four Seasons for Christmas and I don't receive a stocking with some gifts in it, I'm not happy. I'm not.
Yeah.
I am not happy about that. And I be having to remind myself that, all right, like I mean, every day they don't all have to do it, but I feel like they should. Like I shouldn't be getting treated nicely for this hotel and not getting treated at least that level of niceness from this one. Like, come on.
Right.
If y'all are giving out stockings, we all need to get us. I still have that Four Seasons Christmas stocking.
You do?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I still have it. It's in my storage, but you know, maybe we were wrong starting off with the Philly one.
I mean,
Maybe that raised our bar too high. Cause I genuinely, when we went for even though we weren't there for actual Christmas, but when we went to Chicago, I kept saying, I hope we have a Christmas stocking on the door. They ain't give a shit. The Waldorf Astoria ain't give us anything either. I didn't expect the Waldorf to give us anything though, because they're part of, what is it, Hilton, the Marriott, Hilton. So.
yeah. But yeah, so we go in. As soon as you open the door and walk in, the curtains open automatically. That shit was a show. That shit was a beautiful thing. You just see this view. You so high up, man. It seemed like you can see. I mean, it almost seemed like you can see the whole Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? The whole state from that floor, from that high up. It just, man, it was like breathtaking. It was breathtaking. I can't even front.
You gotta kill that one. You gotta kill that one. Did they kill your ghost?
Yeah, they killed my ghost.
Can you heal?
Yeah. They tearing me up.
You need to kill that weak
Uh, they on one. That's all
one. You
good.
got a shield.
Uh,
Run outside real quick.
oh, they got me. Oh, I was just going haywire. But the view was crazy. You can see. I feel like you can see the whole Philadelphia for sure from that view. It was just breathtaking. The room was cool. It was, we stayed in like a smaller room. It wasn't like a big room, but it was just nice and comfortable. The
So nice.
customer service was great. They brought us a mini fridge because we went up there.
With some cheesecake.
We went up there with some cheesecakes. We bought some cheesecakes and took them with us on the road. And we bought them cheesecakes. Now that I'm thinking that, yeah, we bought them. You ain't even know where we was going. We just bought them for the road, I guess, for Christmas. We wanted to have some
I
cheesecakes from the
had
Cheesecake
a gift
Factory.
card. I had a gift card.
Okay.
And I car. We about to go somewhere.
Yeah,
Let's have some snacks. Cause I didn't know where we were going.
yeah. So damn, that's
You
a.
heavy.
I see. Let me see. Okay, I can carry this. Um,
Why you keep wearing that helmet?
that's my strongest helmet.
When you start dedicating yourself to one thing, I thought you was always switching
Yeah,
yourself out.
once I beat, as far as my outfits, once we beat the game, you know what I'm saying?
Technically, the game is beat.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped switching. Now I switch my weapons and stuff up, but as far as my outfit,
Oh,
yeah, as far as my outfit, I stopped just wearing the strongest shit.
you need to be sticking with the strongest stuff when you in the midst of playing a game, not after you beat the game.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I kind of just like to mess around because then I mean, while you playing the game, you kind of don't know. Some things might have certain attributes that you ain't aware of. I just like to switch stuff around. That's all. But so where was I? So, like I say, we what did I leave off at? We talked about the view. Oh yeah, they brought us a mini fridge as we came up there with the cheesecakes. So that was cool. The restaurant, they had a restaurant that we ate at for dinner. That joint was on the 60th floor. That joint was cool. You go up there, it was real nice looking. You can so imagine you can see the whole Philly from our floor, which was on the 50 something floor. This restaurant on the 60 something floor, just glass windows everywhere. So you just got this immaculate view. Um, and then the pool. I don't even think you talked about the pool.
We
You did
didn't.
not
We
talk about the
didn't.
pool, and that was like
I mean, I mentioned that it was up in the air,
the
but that was all I
pool.
did.
They have an infinity pool that's up there on the 50 something floor. You walk in that joint, it's like walking into like a dream. You just feel rich walking into that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's just like real relaxing and just beautiful. The view is beautiful. It's clean. It's just man, that joint was just it was nice, man. It was fire. But for the most part, the only thing I don't like about the Philly Four Seasons is the location. You know, I don't necessarily care for the location of it. I will say that. But the whole Philly kind of just rough. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really. Oh, why did I summon them? Okay, they a distraction. That's what that is. But other than that, man, the Philly Four Seasons till this day is the first one that we went to and that we experienced, and we ain't looked back. We went from there. Now we on Four Seasons number 7. Philly being my favorite. Philly being my baby's favorite. So my list is number 7. Oh, I'm about to die. Yeah, but I got my room though. So my list countdown from the worst to the best for me is New Orleans number 7, Chicago number 6, Baltimore number 5, Vegas number 4, Boston number 3, Anguilla number 2, and it was that Anguilla and Philly was a battle for me for the number 1, number 2 spot. Anguilla was that nice, but I got a pound for pound. I had to give it to Philly. Philly is the best Four Seasons that I've stayed in to date.
I agree. I definitely agree. It's the best.
Okay.
It's absolutely the best. And if y'all have the opportunity, I recommend y'all check it out. Please check it out because it was just a wonderful experience. And we went for Christmas. Who knows what they be doing on other holidays? For New Year's, you know what I'm saying? For anything, who knows? But If you have the opportunity to check it out, please do because it's great. It's definitely great. But I'm done. You done?
Yeah, I'm done. So
All right.
that's our four seasons ranking so far until we go to another one, and then we'll revisit and do another ranking joint again. So thanks for listening. Until next time.
All right.
Bye.
Peace out, guys.